Hey, I might have to extend that intro, yo. That joint was banging. I was just
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's knocking. But welcome to the inaugural. Is that the right word I'm using there? Inaugural episode of Hip Hop High Society, the RoundTable. So we got here my esteemed co-host, my panel, the fam. So I'm starting introducing y'all. First, we got the one and only, the CEO of Rareness, the tongue twisted name of a company. That name. But we got Star. What's going on with you?
Hey, how are y'all?
What's going on? And then we got the homie in the corner there, the controversial one, the list keeper. You up to 1,000 yet, homie? I'm gonna buy that book. And we got the one and only Marquise Bros, aka Southside Gun. What's going on with you, brother?
I'm going great, man. We at 904 to be exact. 904.
You gonna make it?
Book coming at 1,000. Book coming at 1,000.
Well, let me know, man. I can write some on that book. Give me a little royalties, bro. Let me know. And then we got the one and only, the homie, the one who comes up with the better versus list than me. You know what I'm saying? the connoisseur of all entertainment. We got Drago. Dre, what's going on with you, brother?
Yeah, always good, man. Just taking it all in, man. Glad to be here.
Hey, glad you showed up. So we got everybody here, and we're gonna go head straight into the topics that we got, yo. And the first one we got is probably the biggest one, I would think, as a relation to hip hop. We got Juicy J recently released a video where he says that hip hop sales are down 40%. 40%. I don't even know if they sell albums anymore. They don't even sell physical albums. So I'm thinking, is he talking about streaming or whatever? But he recently came out and gave their revelation. I'm gonna pull up the video here. Well, actually, this is my son reacting to Juicy J. So I guess I'll play that. 1 second. Let's pull this up.
Because I can hear the concern. You're going to actually have to start doing real work again. You're going to have to find artists that make real music. Shout out to Juicy J, because I can hear the concern in your voice as a real artist, right? But the jig is up. You can't keep putting out bullshit music. You can't keep trying to force feed the public and the consumers music that they don't want. You can't find TikTok artists and try to turn them into big artists because you put 100 videos out and you put them on in every algorithm and make us see them 1 million times and they get 1 million views. You can't keep tricking the consumer to think they stars when they trash. The jig is up. A&R is going to have to start doing some work again. You're going to have to start finding real artists. You're going to have to find artists that really care about the culture and the craft and put together product of substance. Niggas who actually make music, you know, niggas who have a following, niggas who have substance, they have something that a consumer says, I'm really going to go buy this album. The jig is up. The bullshit is over. You ain't going to keep tricking the people to buy into the murder, death, kill shit all the time with nothing else behind it. A nigga just telling you to shoot. You don't know why he's shooting, who he shot. Well, you don't know nothing about the nigga. He just tell you dumb shit and you buy it. The jig is up. We tired of the dumb shit. The goofy shit is completely over. So if you really want to sell albums again, if you want the records to go back up, start getting artists. Tell the label to start signing real artists. Tell A&Rs to start sitting in the studios. Tell producers to start producing albums. Some shit that a person want to actually listen to from start to finish. Find artists that have a real story, that have real appeal, that connect with the consumer, that connect with the fan. The bullshit is over. You can't keep tricking these people.
All right, that was my son. I'm gonna pull up the original video right here.
I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I'm being real. Rap music is down 40% this year. Let me say it again. Rap music is down 40%. Check the charts, check the math. I don't make the rules. I do not make the rules. It's down 40%. what are we as rappers, producers, composers, etc. gonna do about this shit? Because it's down 40% this year. Check the charts. Do your research. It's a fact. I know. Let's have a conversation. What are we gonna do as rappers, producers, composers, songwriters, engineers? What are we gonna do, man? Rap is down 40%, man. We gotta figure some shit out. We gotta sit down and talk. Let's have a meeting. Let's meet up somewhere. Let's have a big ass fucking meeting. And let's meet up somewhere. Let's talk about this shit, how we can turn this shit around. Because this is how we eat. This is how we make money. We make money. I make money. We all make money. Rappers, we make money off rap. Shows, publishing. All right. This is how we make money. This is how we eat. This is how we take care of our families. It's down fucking 40%, nigga. Real shit. But I'm willing, and I hope you willing, to let's figure out something to keep this motherfucking money train rolling.
All right, let me stop this. So, why the man got on a bonnet? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Juicy J, bro, you like 47 years old. Why you got a bonnet on, bro? But outside of that, y'all heard Juicy J's revelation about the 40%. You also heard my son's reaction to that, and so I'm gonna toss it out to whoever want to chime in first. What do you think is this true, or should we be worried, or are these wounds self-inflicted? You feel me? Whoever wants to chime in on that.
I think it's true. I'm not sure on this 40% thing because I tried to research it myself. I'm like, bro, that's a very specific. I was like, I get it's a very specific number, but it's like it sounds like you just threw that number out just to give it to alert us. Okay, we heard you.
Yeah.
But I do think that he is telling the truth. Like the sales, you can tell what sells nowadays and what isn't. Like these TikTok albums are not selling. These artists are not selling. Every time you look at like XXL or things of that nature, you see people who are actual rappers and who have substance to their music get completely overpassed for some flash in the pan that can say 2 or 3 catchy lines in a song. And it is these A&Rs, it is the A&Rs who are finding these talents and they sticking them with these half-ass producers who don't know how to actually just make a beat without some famous sample from the early 1990s or the 2000s. Like they don't know how to do that. So it's self-inflicted and it is partially true. Again, not 40% because I like to have my numbers in front of me.
Yeah,
but do I believe that it is going down? Yes, because let's be real, the quality of music nowadays sucks compared to what we grew up on and what came before that.
Word, big facts, big fact. And I'm gonna go into that sampling shit you just talked on earlier. But what do you think, Star? What you got going on? What you think? You think that that's true, and should rappers be concerned? Should the industry be concerned?
I do think it's both parts self-inflicted and music's just not selling. I feel like too with the whole streaming stuff, it's made sales go lower because you can just go stream this shit. You know what I'm saying, without having to buy an album. But you know what I'm saying, with the rise of also like TikTok and everybody trying to focus on like numbers, people that can pull in numbers on TikTok. Okay, let's make you an artist. Let's sign you because you got, you know what I'm saying? Instead of the focus being on the art, the quality, hip hop has been commodified for a while now. So everything's about numbers and like what can make us the most money, not necessarily what the talent is. So I feel like it's self-inflicted too, because people are starting to get tired of like the bullshit here today, gone tomorrow type of things. Trendy, what's trending on TikTok, what's going to go viral. So, yeah.
So you agree with my son, basically. I knew he was in trouble when the Catch Me Outside girl got a contract. Like, yo, y'all for real, yo.
That was crazy.
What you got, Dre? You agree?
Well,
And should we be worried? Yo?
nah, I don't really. I think Juicy J kind of got a point. I don't agree with my son at all as far as like artists needing to do things. Like, there's so many artists making good music, and it's like Gunn was saying, like it's an A&R problem. Like, it's kind of starts at the top with the labels, actually gonna push them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just for example, like there's some talented artists out there, like Freddie Gibbs, Currency, Nas, still putting out heat, and they're not selling, but they're bringing talent. You know what I mean? But they not, you know what I mean? They're not moving numbers like that. So I don't even know if numbers should be something to really focus on. And like Star was saying, with the streams, like I still don't even agree with the way that these albums are counted. As far as when we was coming up, of course, 50 and Wayne and them doing like platinum in a week, like it's like, hey, that felt real. Like, people spending their hard-earned money getting the CDs. With the way that it's streaming now, it seemed like the industry shot callers, they can kind of just push a button and streaming farms, all that. It's like, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, you were just talking about the Catch Me Outside shit. Like, who seen Doja Cat going from Moo, Cow, whatever, to what she is now? You feel me? Like, it's
I will interject and say
it's kind of hard to really.
Go ahead. What you got?
Oh, so you peeped it. Okay.
Nah, because before she came out with that
like,
Moo song, she was on some really like real true R&B stuff.
Oh,
It was like really good. Yeah,
Okay.
It was really good.
Yeah,
I didn't even know. I didn't even know. You put me on there. You put me on. I ain't even,
No, she actually real talented though. Can't even catch Doja.
Super talented. Crazy. Batshit crazy though. And there's a lot of I think shock value type of deal. When to me, it's like you can let your talent speak. You don't need to do the shock value shit. You know what I'm saying? But I want to go back to something you hit on, Star, with the whole I think it was you with the whole sampling. Was it you?
No.
Oh yeah, that was my key, bro. So it's like hip hop was built on sampling, right? They took soul samples, remixed it, took the old vinyl joints, you know what I mean? Turntables, all that other stuff. But now what you're seeing is that they're not even like taking what's in the 90s and 2000s and flipping it, like how they used to do with the soul samples. They taking literally the same exact beat, even the same subject matter, and just putting a less talented rapper on it and thinking that's gonna be like sell. That makes zero sense, yo. It's not even old stuff. Like, I'm not that old, bro. Like, I remember the original song. I don't want to hear little boat. You know what I'm saying? Whoever else, Peaches and Cream, whoever on the damn track, like puts be talented, do some original stuff. Flip the beat, bro. Like,
they don't know, but that's the thing. They don't know how to. They don't know how to. They like the sample I was thinking of, the first one that popped in my head was not the one that came out not too long ago when NLE Chopper took literally Nelly's Is Hot in Here, and he literally just changed the name of the song to It's Getting Hot, kept the same beat, the same flow, made it the same. Like, I get that it was supposed to be paying homage, but if you was gonna pay homage, like, at least switch it up, like you said, flip the beat, something, make it interesting, and then do that, but not copy everything and just use that entire sample and not do anything with it. It's kind of pointless.
Yeah, it's the lack of originality. Like, you gotta add your own element to it, but it feels like you trying to play on the nostalgia factor and like the already success of that song. You know what I'm saying? Just copying and pasting. Just like with movies, they just keep adding sequels to the same movie. Like, didn't think of nothing else.
Or remake it. They everything's a remake. Everything is a sample. The 50th. They even bring back old shows. I mean, they did the Full House or something. Bring Fuller House. Like it's like everybody's trying to play the nostalgia factor, but it's we're not that old.
They just brought back Frasier. They just brought back Frasier.
No.
It's on Paramount Plus. I was watching George Lopez switched over to Paramount. Frasier was the first thing that popped. I'm like, wait, Not the old show. Because it was old when I
Nah,
was
he
young.
not. He telling the truth, man. He telling the truth. I mean, Jerry
It's a whole remake.
Seinfeld
They
just
just
hinted.
kept going.
He just hinted that they might have something in the works, like for Seinfeld. You
See?
know, like
Oh no,
I'm like,
please.
yeah, this.
Oh
Yeah.
man. So tell me this: is it partly the consumer's fault, right? Do y'all think it's partly the consumer's fault? Do you think that people actually support this, or are they just throwing shots in the wind and hoping that people, the machine, as used to people, just whatever they throw out there, they consume?
If you go and look in the comment section of any of my reviews I've ever done, you will see people who completely ignore all of the positive things I may say about a particular album, and they focus on just the negatives.
Mhm.
But the negatives are valid reasons as to why said album isn't as good or is underwhelming, or there are some points that you could work on to make it better than what it already is. People be out here supporting legitimate garbage, and they don't want to hold their favorite artists accountable because it's a pride thing for them, because they don't want to make it look like they out here supporting terrible rappers and they get made fun of for that. So it is definitely a consumer fault. It's like 60-40 consumers to me.
What do y'all think? Y'all agree with that take right there? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with him actually, because if we weren't buying the shit and still consuming the shit, they would switch it up so they can keep getting that money. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like as a society, we need to be more real. Like be an honest fan. Like don't dig right everything your favorite artist puts out. Like if it's not good, then it's not good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do think it's the consumers partly. Like he said, 60-40. We're the consumers were more in control than I think we believe. But also too, the machine is forcing people down our throats and making it also look like they're bigger and doing what, you know what I'm saying, than what they're actually doing. For example, like these TikTok artists and these viral people. You know what I'm saying? That's why these people are like having to cancel shows and stuff like that, because they're not selling tickets, because they don't really have real fans like that. So
yeah, I think it's even to the point where the artists are actually making music for TikTok and for those type of platforms. If you look at the last Lil Uzi hit that I Just Want to Rock, what was that thing, like 1 minute and 52 seconds? That wasn't even a real song.
yeah.
You know, if you was in a real club, by the time you got to the dance floor, the song would have been over, right? But you made that for a TikTok viral moment, right? And you're even seeing songs just maybe be 4.5 minutes when we was coming up, you know, 3 verses, a hook, you know, 3 hooks, 2 bridges, right? 4.5 minutes. Now you got songs that's like 2 minutes and 52 seconds, right? And that's with a feature. You know what I mean? Like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. By the time, if you're in your car, by the time you hit 2 corners, the song is over with, right? So that's what you're hearing these days. And to me, it's like, how could you call that, like, how do you expect that to chart? You know what, I got to put it on repeat 8 times to get a full feeling of the song. So we're seeing that social media is kind of changing the music in general. It's changing how people even consume the music. Now it's like they make a song. What was that Drake song that was terrible? That Tootsie Step or whatever the fuck,
Tootsie Slide,
whatever the fuck that shit is, right? That was made specifically for TikTok, right? That's all that was made for. Nobody's doing the. Has anybody went to any black function and seen anybody doing the Tootsie fucking whatever the hell that thing is? No, that's straight. You straight like you did that for TikTok. So now everybody's doing everything for TikTok. They're doing everything for these little 2-minute reels. The attention span of people. I say I don't even want to insult goldfish no more. I think goldfish are have a way longer attention span than the average person these days. So you talking like 1 minute 30 seconds. They done checked out.
Nah,
You feel me?
It's sad.
I don't want to say goldfish.
You know what I mean? It's
Epidemic.
real shit, bro. It's
Oh,
terrible, man. I don't know what to do, but it's really affecting the music, and you're seeing it in all facets in life where everything's made short. So the art is suffering. And I think you hit it, bro. I said that it's up to the consumer to reject this shit, you know. So hopefully other genre and other genres are you see and kind of coming up up on that. You know what I'm saying? People listen to other shit these days, to be honest with you. I find myself throwing on a fucking country song, as terrible as that fucking sound every once in a while. I want to hear 4 minutes of a song. You feel me? Give me something.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about lean and fucking thoughts for fucking 2 minutes and 30 seconds, bro. I want to hear about this dude's truck. So fuck it. You feel me? That's how bad it done got in the game. So that's just me. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I don't know what all y'all got. That's my rant for the day, yo. Like, make better art, please. For God's sake. Don't make me rap. Man, make my old ass hop back in the rap game, start spitting some bars and shit. So I can hear something decent.
Real.
Shit. But what do you think we can do as consumers, as fans, as whatever to help this fucking plunge we got going on? Is there anything we can do, you think?
It is.
I
Go
think
ahead.
so. Yeah, go ahead.
You got
No, just kind of what y'all was saying, like just keeping it real as far as, especially with the bigger artists. Like I know we're gonna tap into the the Drake and Joe Budden. It kind of plays into that. It's like, can we keep it real? You know what I'm saying? Like it happened to me actually. Like I was probably the closest thing to a Kendrick stan for years. Like I mean, this dude, I was a really big fan. I still am, and it was crazy that this last album he made, I hated it. You know what I mean? So when I spoke on it, I kind of was like, I was very articulate, like why it just didn't, pull me in. And people were like, nah, the album is this, it's so important. And I'm like, man, I just wasn't feeling it. And it was kind of crazy to go from, constant praise, me praising his work to not feeling it. But it was like, damn, I just felt like he had a weaker album, and people were like, nah. And I'm like, dang, like, why can't big artists have, albums that just don't go over too well? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there should be a backlash or mixed reviews if it isn't, because that lets the artist know, like, hey, this wasn't it. Maybe let me hit the studio and make something even better to where they, it's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Or like across the board, it's going to be critically acclaimed. You know what I'm saying? Makes them work harder.
Yeah.
So I think it's about just being honest as consumers. No matter if they've given you all kind of classics before, if they deliver some mid, it needs to be spoke on. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I agree. I think to piggyback on that too, especially when you were saying about the artists, about fans and stuff being accountable and what they support. Artists got to be accountable when they realize and they know they dropped some terrible ass album. Like they have to, like these artists drop songs and they drop albums and they see the reaction that people give them and they like to focus on the positive things, and I understand that, but you can't be completely oblivious to every critical comment or negative comment that you just come across. Like you can't ignore that. Sometimes people aren't just hating, they want you to say, no, like this shit sucks, you can do better, please make better music.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Like they ignore that though. It's like, no, everything I make is great. No, it's not, bro. Because if everything you made was great, you wouldn't be still rapping in your closet next to the damn laundry that you didn't fold for the last 3 days.
Harsh bars. See, that's why you be getting them death threats, bro. I see them death threats you be getting. That's why. Okay.
I definitely did get some. Niggas threw a celebration when they saw my account got clipped. They threw a party, and then I popped right up and nobody said a word. I said, "Your father has returned," and nobody said anything.
Popped up like Undertaker in that casket, bro.
Gotta love it. You gotta love it, man.
Shout out to you, man. But you keep it real with it, I salute you for that, man. You always keep it real with it. Even if it gives you some flack at times, you always keep it real with your reviews. And like you said, man, if I say something, if I criticize your work, it's because I want you to do better, or I'm capable. Now, there's some artists that should never rap ever and touch a mic. We know those people exist, right? When I do the Friday Independent Spotlight, I've heard some terrible fucking rap. Oh my god, like bro, ain't nobody tell you that this stop wasting your mom's electricity, bro. Like I've heard it, man. So it needs to be said sometimes, man. If you got a homeboy out there that ain't cutting it, man, bro, hey, give him a job application. Where you at, bro? Help a brother out, man. Stop.
Go ahead and get the CDL, man. Go ahead and get the CDL.
Yeah.
Word is bud. So let's go ahead and move to the next topic, man. I think we beat that one to death. We got the Drake and Joe Budden. I ain't even looking forward to this one, but I don't like Joe Budden or Drake. So they had a heated back and forth, I guess you want to call it, due to the criticism. Like you spoke earlier, kind of people can't take the criticism. So let me fire up this video. Hopefully YouTube lets us play this and doesn't 86 my ass. All right, let's see. All right, let's go back.
This is like Yachty rapping. This is like he rapping for the children. And that's my dog. I had to look up how old this nigga was when I finished listening to the album. Mm-hmm. You are 36. Your birthday is in 20 days. I googled that too. You only 37 years old. Get the fuck away from some of these younger niggas and stop fucking these 25-year-olds. I'm listening to the album.
You mentioned it.
Why are you still fucking the 25-year-olds? You're a 37-year-old billionaire. I get it that you appeal to the world.
I'm gonna stay current.
I get it that you appeal
Niggas
to
don't
the
wanna
world,
grow
and
up.
part of that is
niggas don't want to grow up.
But that's what I'm loving
They wanna
about
stay
Cole.
young.
Like my shit is happening in reverse. Like with Cole, he used to rap about kid shit. I'm a grown ass, like real Jersey City nigga. I don't want to hear how you lost your fucking virginity. And then he started to grow up. Mm-hmm. And then the rapping sounded like an adult rapping. I'm want to hear adult Drake rapping for adult people.
All right, I'm gonna pause it there because I don't want YouTube to come and do they bullshit that they be doing. But we had a response to that as well. So this is after the fact here. Ain't gonna finish the video just because y'all get the gist of it. Drake does his passive aggressive thing that he does. You can go to Instagram if you want to read the full response from Drake, but you heard it there. Joe Budden gave his opinion on the album, and Drake got his feelings as a lot of those Canadian cats getting their feelings about. So I'm gonna throw it out to y'all. Do you think the clapback by Drake was justified, or was he kind of in his feelings about a honest opinion about his music? So I'm gonna throw that out to whoever wanted to jump in can jump in. Yo, what y'all got?
Two things can be right at the same time.
Nostradamus.
And I mean that in the way of answering your question, but also both their responses to each other. Because Joe was right in terms of how Drake is. He does rap like a child. Like that slave line in that album, we all know what slave line I'm talking about. So let's not act like it. We know. It's been all over the world. That slave line is childish. His feelings, his way, the way he moved, just at the fourth that Joe was also clocking, factual. On the flip side, Drake and his feelings, when he's, that beige rage, that Canadian anger, when he does all that, sometimes he be coming with fire. So he did deserve gunshots because everything he said kind of was true. Because to be honest, if I was to tweet right now, give me 5 hits by Joe Budden, I'm gonna see pump it up 5 times. So if we keeping it a stack, Drake was correct. He was killing him, but also at the same time, to answer your question, yes, that was valid criticism by Joe, and Drake should have took that and been like, you know what, I probably can build another album. But Drake also dry snitched on himself because a recipe for success is making terrible music and people still buy it.
Okay, all right. I think that was the most in-depth analysis
I've
heard of this. Salute. Anybody else? Who you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree with him as far as like Joe Budden. Actually, I seen what what Drake had said back to Joe Budden before I actually heard what Joe Budden said, and I was like, damn, he cooking this nigga. He cooked Joe Budden.
What?
He cooked Joe Budden. So, two things definitely can't be right at the same time. But so I finally, got to listen to some of the Drake album today. And I even told D, I was like, he sounds like he's trying to keep up with the times and make music for like this younger generation. Because I mean, it wasn't bad, in my opinion. It wasn't bad. But I mean, we all know that Drake can rap and we all know that Drake can do better. And he's capable of that. But he's choosing this route. And, also too, he's trying to get hits. So I understand, I understand from multiple perspectives, I guess. Because at the end of the day, he's the hit maker. And that's what he's known for, making hits. And young girls love him and he loves young girls. So
the DM stalker, that's what he is. He be popping in DMs like regular ass people too. That should be crazy. Regular ass people. Drake. Yeah. Like he laid up late night drinking that Hennessy. Like, let me see who's on Instagram. Living every dweeb's dream right now. Dre, what you got, man? I like that shirt too, bro. I weep that. Yo,
yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, I didn't respect Drake's response at all. Just there was nothing he could have said that would have made me co-sign it, man. It's just I just couldn't, imagine, an artist reaching out like that over album review, especially after a certain rapper like came at your whole family lineage and crickets. You know what I mean? So this is just an album, So somebody want all the smoke and crickets, and someone says your album was mid, and you giving them a whole 500-word essay, and he's still going, like he's still sending a little IG story, slick shots, with Joe, and I'm like, man, where was this energy at for Pusha?
Oh yeah, he got that for Push.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, this dude just talking about your album. Another man talked about your whole family, and there was nothing. So I don't know. I just can't, the Joe rant was funny to me, but yeah, I mean, even, what's his name? DJ Academics, he was talking pretty spicy about the album too. And that's like one of the biggest Drake dick riders I've ever heard of. Like I was shocked at some things Academics saying, and I don't know, just everybody ain't gonna be feeling everything he's doing. I'm still in shock that this album hasn't been getting well received because I feel like it ain't too different from the last, the Certified Lover Boy, the Scorpion. Even they kind of feel similar. So I'm like, what's it about this one? I felt like he kind of touched on the same stuff he normally does. So I thought people would eat it up. Maybe they getting tired of it. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll go back to the drawing board. Which is what a real rapper should do. Just go ahead and shut people up.
Right. Yeah. Shout out to Pusha T too. Pusha T made Drake become Father of the Year, yo. He out there braiding that little Caucasian baby's hair, and he's Father of the Year because of Pusha. Shout out to Pusha, uniting families, bro. We salute you for that. My thing is, I say, I believe Joe Budden was correct in his assessment. My thing is, if you're gonna do that, you gotta be consistent. Like, where was that smoke for Nicki Minaj, who still running around twerking, even though she's a 42-year-old married mother? You know what I'm saying? Where's that smoke at for Future, who's still, doing his lean songs and, doing his young man shit? You know what I'm saying? So, and don't get me wrong, I love Future, you feel me? But if you're going to do that, you got to be consistent across the board, I will say. So if you're going to call people out for no growth, you got to call everybody out for no growth, for their bars not changing. You ain't doing that with everybody, right? You just freaking Drake, because he's probably the easiest target. Who's fearing Drake, right? Joe Budden got punched in the eye by Raekwon, and he blogged about it. He not scared of Drake. Nobody's fearing Drake. Nobody's scared the goons going to pull up, the Canadian goons, right? Nobody's fearing Jazz Prince, who's got girls kissing his bicep on, you know what I mean? Like nobody's scared of his crew that's backing Drake. So a lot of people take shots at Drake because you know it's the thing to do. But like I said, if you're gonna do that, Joe, you gotta do that. My thing about Joe is I think that depending on his relationship with people in the industry is where his criticism sometimes lay. I think he holds back on certain people because ever since he got that Diddy deal or whatever, he kind of tailors his criticism to that relationship. You know what I mean? Although I think he did have a back and forth with Nicki, but you know what I'm saying? She has a back and forth with everybody. She gets upset sometimes and she snaps off. But like I said, he ain't gonna say nothing about Future. I guarantee he ain't gonna say shit about Future. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna do that, if you want to be respected, you gotta be consistent. You got stuff.
Yeah, part of me wonders how much of this is like just real like beef and like how much of it is like exaggerated, because I feel like I heard it one time like on like the Breakfast Club how Drake and Charlamagne used to go back and forth, or Charlamagne would critique his stuff. I remember he said one time, Drake actually pays me to, you know what I'm saying, critique his stuff publicly. And then, so I'm like, is this building hype around his album or what's going on? Because, so I always, take things like with a grain of salt sometimes.
Yeah, beef sells, yo.
Even though it was a very accurate analysis, it wasn't the best. You know what I'm saying? He did have the childish subject matter.
Did anybody finish that Drake album or listen to the whole project?
I did, because you saw me get killed for 2 days. You saw me.
Seen that. I seen that.
You saw me get killed. So
you held your own though. You held your own.
I always do, because I stand on it, just like Drewski, bro. 50 man, bro. I stand on it. I don't care.
On business, you gotta get on business.
I'm on that.
So ain't nobody else finished the I'll be honest with you. I was talking to Star before we rolled. I have never listened to an entire Drake. Maybe that mixtape that he had in 2014-15. But outside of that, I've never let a whole Drake project roll. I just hear the singles, so I couldn't be the best judge of his. But this whole like treating him as the GOAT, him being the face of hip hop when he doesn't even write majority of his rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Quentin. I don't think his shit has been great since Quentin been gone, got ran off by Meek Mill, right? So, he should actually be putting out albums. Quentin might be putting out top 10 albums if he actually had a chance, right? And that used to be a cardinal sin in hip hop, yo. Don't you remember when back in the day people found out you weren't writing your rhymes and it was like, what? It was like maybe Dr. Dre or something. It's like, not what? You ain't writing your. Because if you think about it, yo, hip hop, you're not playing an instrument, bro. You're not producing, right? You're not doing anything musically outside of rapping. And if you ain't writing your own raps, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are we trying to listen to your silky voice? Somebody get the fuck out of here, yo. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not writing your rhymes, to me, you're not even an artist, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're a performer, yo. So to me, the Drake being the face of hip hop kind of is laughable, and I think you're seeing a decline of hip hop in total because of there's no more morals in the game, yo. It's no more like originality. It's no more you got to stand on your own. Like I remember hearing like back in the day, like people just battle rapping outside of clubs, yo. They say like Corrupt from Dog Pound just outside serving motherfuckers outside the club. And, he was a C-list rapper, so you had to actually spit. They say to get in Rough Riders, you had to go through a cipher with DMX and Eve and everybody over there. The Locks in their prime. Imagine a cipher, bro. You in the middle, no name rapper, Mr. No Name Rapper. You out there with a cipher with the Rough Riders, yo. So you're not seeing it no more. Like I think Star said earlier, like the A&Rs, yo. You just make a dumb TikTok viral song or a viral moment and you get signed. Ain't no more vetting in the game, yo. And that shit sucks.
Yeah, man. It's kind of like something, which I was touching on earlier with sampling. I wonder, like that NLE Chopper song you was talking about earlier. I don't be thinking that's even any NLE Chopper's idea. I be feeling like it's something that the label is like, hey, let's do this. I think I just seen the Baby remade the Cash Money, that Project, chick. Song by the Big Timers, and it's like And I think I seen that they came out with him and performed it at these recent awards, and it's like I don't be knowing. I don't know. I don't be thinking they're like, hey, let's. Sometimes I think it's the labels pushing it, like, hey, let's. This is a proven hit. Let's. You know what I mean? It's almost like the Fast and the Furious. Like I would just, like, hey, man, let's just keep doing what we've been doing. Let's just hit them with,
Hey, we making money. We making money.
yeah,
Keep it.
like it's gonna
Yeah.
a proven formula. Like
Yeah.
let's just. It's ridiculous as a listener, but at the same time, I think they're looking at it like, hey, this is gonna guarantee us some streams or whatever. But overall, it's hurting the quality of the music, as a whole. But I think they're just thinking about the money and the TikTok and the streams. That's it. Social media.
Eminem even said that, like when he made that first Real Slim. What's that song? That stupid song he had. That Hi Kids Do I Like Violence or the Real Slim Shady.
Oh yeah,
They
my
said he
name
had
is.
to. Yeah, they said he had to make one of those every album, even if he like didn't feel it would fit in with the song or fit in with the LP. They made him make another song like that just to make that little stupid because it's such a catchy thing and shit, And that shit aged like milk, you know what I'm saying? Like those songs because of that. But that's all I got. Y'all got any more else or anything else on this subject?
Mm-mm.
All right, let's roll to the next one. We had recently had the BET Hip Hop Awards, I believe, just happened 3-4 days ago. And they actually said it was a ratings boost this year. I think 2021 might have been like the worst ratings they've ever had. They've actually had been up the last 2 years. And my question to you is this proof of the relevancy of the hip hop awards, or do they still don't mean shit? You think it does this kind of counteract the thing where it's like hip hop's on the downslide, right? So how can hip hop be on the downslide if the ratings for the BET awards is up? So I'm gonna throw that out to y'all. Does the BET awards matter, you think, to y'all? And does that counteract the narrative that we heard from Juicy J earlier that hip hop is down 40%? Or do people just want to see some ratchet shit on TV? What y'all think?
Yeah, I think people want to see some ratchet shit. I mean, I feel like the BET Awards has definitely lost its relevancy and it's been on like the decline as far as like quality, you know what I'm saying, for years. But I think also too it's kind of hand in hand with like the fact that there are more rare stars now. They're not making stars lately. Like, so they're not having these moments that award shows were known for. So
Sexy Red not a star to you? What? You not digging the Pound Town remix times 6? Whatever the fuck is going
no, I'm afraid not.
Shit make my ears bleed.
Yeah, just
Star's right though. You're right with the stars comment for real. Like they don't make them.
they're not
Did
investing in artists anymore, taking time.
anybody actually watch the BET Hip Hop Awards this year? Did any of y'all watch it?
No, and I'm fucking glad I didn't because I just looked at the fucking winners. First of all, I looked at the category of hip hop album of the year, and I'm trying to figure out how the fuck God did make this goddamn list. I'm trying to figure out how is Coi Leray nominated.
Oh my god!
Y'all know y'all everybody else makes sure with Coi Leray. I don't understand what Jack Harlow did.
Jack Harlow? Oh no!
Pig Take just came out like 2 months ago. What and they did all that to turn around and give it to Drake in 21. I'm glad I don't watch that. To answer your question, no, these award shows don't fucking matter. They don't. They haven't for a long time, and the reason why is because the people who don't make good music, the people who aren't artists, who aren't invested in, who make these bullshit hippy dippy songs that are just designed to catch a vibe for a minute and 20 seconds. The same thing that you've been complaining about with the song length and everything of that nature. They don't. The shit is pointless. It's terrible. It's bad. And the biggest thing about it is that, again, to Juicy J's point, hip hop is going down because they're only investing in a certain amount of people. And it's like one pop up, then they ride away for a couple weeks, month or two, somebody else pop up, and it continues and it goes just like that over and over and over again. because they just catch a wave, they get hot, the money come in, the money dry up, and instead of investing into that person and making them grow as an artist, they just move the fuck on to the next person. And they throw that shit on award shows. So it's like you see certain people a certain year and then you don't see them no more. So do we really think we're gonna see Ice Spice at an award show again next year? Probably not. Because what has she done? Nothing.
Shake ass.
Ain't that one song she got outside of that? She make that fucking codeine music. That shit put you to sleep. Dre, what you got, bro?
Yeah, man. I can't even honestly tell you the last time I watched like an award show. To be honest, the last time I caught anything of the BET Awards was when the Kendrick and MTDE was like freestyling. I forgot when that was, but I think that was when like Kendrick had took a shot at Drake. Where they all was rhyming, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I heard that they did that again, but I heard it was like they have like little commercial breaks where they have people freestyling and this and that. But I don't know, man. I'm just not into the artists. I mean, I don't hate on a lot of what's popping right now, but as far as like, I'm just not into it. Like, but I think for that little TikTok generation, that could be why the ratings was high, because they're like, man, we get to see Sexy Red and Ice Spice and whatever the little current, whatever is popping, radio wise, mainstream, they get to see it. You know, kind of like Star was saying, I get to see this ratchet shit that I've been seeing on the timeline. Now I get to see it on TV real quick, you know? So I can see it why the numbers would be there, just to kind of, you know, appease that, you know, the TikTok generation, as I like to call it. But as far as like substance, like, nah, I don't know what it would take for me to, you know, watch an award show, but whatever they doing now, like I can't rock with it.
They gotta pay me. But the question is, who is picking the artists? You feel me? They're not sending like ballads out to like known artists and people who are legends in the industry who maybe can judge, you know, MC quality or judge music quality or whatever. No, it's a bunch of 23-year-old, 24, 25-year-old, whoever BET hires that's in the boardroom that don't know fucking music, ain't never written 16 bars in their fucking life, never, you know what I mean? That's who they pick. And you can see it when they do these greatest of all time lists. You know what I'm saying? They get worse and worse every year, right? Because these people don't know music. They don't have any background in it. You know, a lot of these people weren't even listening to probably hip hop till they was like in college, you know what I'm saying? And got their first black boyfriend, this chick, you know, some shit. Now she's listening to fucking Kendrick Lamar. She don't know shit. That's why Kendrick Lamar is on the list every year, no matter what. He don't even have to put out CDs sometimes. And they'd be like, oh, well, Kendrick Lamar is a great rapper. And, you know, no hate on Kendrick, but it's like, you hear these same names over and over again because you're not actually doing your job. You know, A&Rs ain't even really doing a job in finding artists. There's no more artist development no more, right? These artists can't perform. Half of these people can't perform no more. There's no fucking development. That's why Ice Spice naked every other week, because she got to shake her ass. What else can she do? She can't dance. She don't, you know what I mean? They not putting no money to invest and give her no media training, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They just throwing out hey, throw these booty shorts on, bend over, Ice Spice, and they fucking say some bullshit, right? That's all they do all day. You know, there's no investment in the artist, and you can see that, and that's declining with it. There's no love for the artists no more. Yo, I'm not sure they even signing to labels anymore. I'd be surprised when I see people and I see that they're signed to an actual major label. You know, I've heard people where I actually want to put them like on the independent thing on Friday. I'm like, oh, they signed to Def Jam? Def Jam ain't putting no coin behind this cat. You feel me? And you see that. But yeah, they need to actually have people who are in the industry decide. And I'm surprised, like, to me, hip hop, their legends have did the worst gatekeeping of any genre ever, yo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Maybe they didn't want anybody to come up behind them. Maybe it's an ego thing, but they have did a terrible job at like choosing the next artist and vetting and gatekeeping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, now
maybe they get canceled or something for like speaking the truth or something, you know, because now we have a little social media backlash and people are gonna cancel you, but which shouldn't matter, but you know, we live in society. But you know,
I don't know what it is, but now we're seeing but you know what? on the positive, on the white pill type of shit, you can see that it might be an actual benefit, right? As hip hop kind of declines, as they say, you're gonna see maybe the culture vultures leave because the money's not here no more, right? You might see the people who suck at rapping leave because honestly, even now it's not money. It's not too much money if you're a C-list rapper anyway. To be honest with you, that's why you see these people committing crimes. We just had a dude that made I'm down in Jacksonville. We just had a dude that did that what's his name? Got him, spot him. He had a little viral hit. This dude committed a robbery. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting in jail for robbery right now. You ain't robbing people if you getting coins. You feel me? Look at Max B. Max B doing 30 years. You feel me? You know, so if you're in that C-list category, the money ain't really what it is. You know what I'm saying? So as that illusion of this, you know, you're gonna get this bag goes away, you might actually see artistry return as it becomes a niche genre. You know, that's what I'm thinking. So you may actually see a renaissance for at least the people who stick around, and the culture vultures and the hype beasts go about their way. You know, that's what I think. Y'all got anything piggyback off that or what?
I like the positive take.
Got
Make
to
hold people accountable, then we can start seeing some change. So
Absolutely.
word.
Yeah,
So
I agree, man.
word. So let me ask this. In closing, we better get out here in a minute and keep y'all too much longer than an hour. But what are y'all listening to right now? And it could be anything, it could be new, it could be old. I want to know what's on that Spotify list right now. I want to know what's hot, what you listening to right now. Even if you got any recommendations, yo. So we're gonna go in the circle. Star, what you got, yo? What you listening to right now?
So lately I've been listening to Larry June and Alchemist, The Great Escape. Okay, I like Continuance by Currency and Alchemist. Been listening to a lot of that. Not gonna lie, I've been listening to that Doja Cat album. She was right.
There you
She
go.
was rapping on there.
Did you get possessed? Did the demon come out?
Nah. We good. We protected. But yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Southside, what you got, bro? What you been listening to, bro? Offset, your favorite
So
album?
I that shit is a 4.3. Let's not do that. That shit was a 4.3. Let's not do that. So I did listen to that. Anything that's been dropping, I've been listening to, but I did listen to in my eyes 3 perfect albums. Some Tizo Touchdown, The
Yeah.
Patience by Mick Jenkins, Cleo Soul just dropped 2 great back-to-back albums within like 2 weeks of each other. Some Billy Woods and some Navy Blue. They got some good projects out right now. And also, one of the biggest things that I think I saw was that I was listening to the West Side Gun album. It was a little bit disappointing for me as a diehard fan. That's something that I just was like, I wanted it to be so great, but I was kind of turned off about it. But and then like lastly, one of the artists that I interviewed for the site for the very first one, Euro, he did drop an EP this past Friday.
Or
I
shout out
did a whole
Euro.
review of it and graded, and I thought it was damn near perfect. So that's really what I've been bumping right now, just them 5 tracks for like the last couple of days.
All right, we're gonna have to mess around, make a record label, bro. We can get some coins, make a record label, start signing some. Dre, what you got? What you been listening to, brother?
I've been messing with that Nas, Magic 3 pretty tough. The Yo Gotti, I Showed You So with DJ Drama. What else? Yeah, the West Side Gun. I'm still kind of going through that one. Then I was listening to this, going through my Saba bag. His album Care for Me is always in heavy rotation. And like you said, the Cleo Soul, Thundercat, Tame Impala that I just got put onto the internet, So yeah, just been in trying to, different genres, or whatnot, just all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. So always checking for new music.
Definitely. Who the fuck I been listening to? Shit, I've been little Duke Deuce I had going on, little crunk shit, gym music. That's my shit right there. Actually, you know what's crazy? I went down to Tizo Touchdown route the other day. I went down to the little fucking place. I'm like, yo, this is different. It's a little bit different, but shit, it's dope, man. He got some dope shit, bro. So salute to that brother, man. Actually doing original shit. I give him his props for that shit, yo. That dude's like new fucking Prince or some shit, probably. And then you got Big X, yo. I've been listening to some Big X, yo. That boy spitting. You know what I mean? And shout out to Big X. I've been in my R&B bag a little bit lately, yo. I think Six Black has some shit come out. Is it Six Black or Black? I don't even fucking know.
Black.
But yeah, I've been on the kick with that shit. I've been listening to some Spanish shit, to be honest. I don't know what the fuck they be saying, but it's some shit. I was listening to shit 50 got with this Puerto Rican cat, the Si Salimo shit. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I don't know what this cat's saying. They spit. You feel me? That's about it, man. I've been trying to diversify my listening because I had to listen to so much bad fucking music, especially when Fridays come.
Man. You gotta switch it up, man. That's why every Friday I just go through each genre because I listen to everything. Like some days I want to dabble in some country. Some days I listen to some K-pop. Some days I throw on some alternative or some death metal. So it really just depends on what I want to go for. Yeah. I just decided to like. But as I said, I wanted to get into music and like really understand it. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna listen to everything. That's how I do.
I feel you. I feel you on that. I'm gonna throw some fucking Beethoven on one of these motherfucking days. See what that shit hitting on.
That shit relaxing. That shit put you to sleep.
Word is bud. All right, so get ready to get up out of here. So I'm gonna toss it to each one of y'all, man. If y'all got anything y'all want to plug, if you got anything going on in the radar or whatever, man, it's y'all minute to shine or whatever. So we gonna keep the rotation going. Star, what you got, yo?
Yo, Star from Awareness. If you need some herbs, plant-based medicine,
herbs.
Yeah,
that ganja?
The legal kind, the health stuff. Yeah, if you need that, hit me up. Awareness.com.
Word is bond. Yo, Southside, what you got, bro?
I don't really got much. I'm still gonna support everybody, independent artists and things of that nature. There is somebody I do want to shout out. My dude Anonymous, real cool cat, probably one of my favorite rappers, and we've been talking for a while. But he did just go drop a single, so just go check that out. And you want some more chaos and very decent music reviews for those who actually care. You can follow your boy at Southside Gun on Twitter.
Word. Dre, what you got, bro?
Yeah, man, Go to Great, man, on Twitter, man. That's pretty much, y'all know where I be, man. Just posting about anything and everything, always trying to keep my ears to the streets as far as music and just whatever's going on, man. Like Gunn was saying, man, it's about supporting the independent artists and the up-and-comers. I'm all about that. And just stay tuned, definitely great first episode, man. Hip Hop High Society, man. Love it.
Definitely. Appreciate all y'all for coming here, man. And shout out to Hotep. Couldn't make it. Hotep Silas, whatever his name is this week. My crazy brother. And shout out to my favorite white boy, Cassius Cam. Couldn't make it, but he's good people, bro. Make sure y'all check us out tomorrow. Harsh Reality Podcast. We should be going live Sunday, 8:15ish. Check us out. We on CPT sometime, but it's around 8:15. You feel me? Shout out to KWAZ Radio 2, the network we on. Shout out to all you out there, man, and shout out to y'all on the panel, man. I appreciate all the hard work y'all put in, man, trying to blow this thing up. Maybe we'll get some coins and some shekels one of these fucking days and distribute it amongst ourselves, but we gonna keep working regardless because we here for the art and not necessarily the coins. You feel me? Yep. So on behalf of everybody else, that's all I got. I got to say peace.
Peace.